Hello, and welcome back to Funnelheads. My name is Andrew, and today we're going to be discussing our top 5 loves, likes, and dislikes for the MSC Meraviglia, which we got to spend 7 amazing days on this beautiful ship. Now, if you're new to the channel, or maybe you haven't viewed the videos already, we did an entire vlog series of our week on board this ship, as well as a full complete ship tour. We're also going to be doing new videos on the MSC Meraviglia, including shore excursions, review, everything that's included on the ship, and so much more. Now, if you are seeing this channel for the first time, welcome. We do all cruise content here, so cruise news, ship tours, vlogs, shore excursions, informational videos, and so much more. If it's cruise related, we got you. Hit the like button, subscribe if you see what you like, leave a comment. You can ask any questions, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. But let's get right into today's video. What better way to start than on the love side, in no particular order, number 1, and that is going to be the resort style pools and hot tubs that are on board this ship. Now, I don't know exactly how many hot tubs there are on this ship, but if I was a betting man, I would bet over 12, and they're kind of laid out sporadically around the ship. Some of them near the pools, some of them, in the adult area, as well as above main pools. We absolutely love the amount of hot tubs on this ship because unlike other, cruise ships, even same MSC or other brand cruise ships, a lot of times the hot tubs are super full. And don't get me wrong, depending on, certain days, especially like sea days and things of that nature, they are still going to get pretty full, but you have the option of going to different ones. Now, our favorite hot tubs on board this gorgeous ship is going to be the ones that hang off the side of the ship. They're located near what I would call the indoor pool. It has a retractable roof over it, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But that's where the hot tubs are located, and it is just beautiful views, as you can see. Now, like I said, we also love the resort style pools, and this is something that other cruise lines can learn a thing or two. They are ginormous for a cruise ship. Of course, this cruise ship is very large, but the pool sizes are amazing. They have lots of shallow areas as well, comfortable beds that are located in the pool or around the pool, and it just really helps, again, with the amount of people that are on the ship. It will be still busy. You do have, like I said, the indoor pool or the retractable pool area. You have the main pool, and then you also have your adults only area, which we'll talk about a little bit later. So several pools to choose from, all unique in their own way. Now, there is a pool also in the yacht club, but unfortunately we didn't get to experience that. We have a 7-year-old, and we didn't think it was going to be worth it to take our 7-year-old through the yacht club, but maybe one day in the future. Now, moving over to number 1 on the like side, and this is going to incorporate a couple of different things, but to start off, let's say the kids line. Now, this is meant for kids and their families. A great idea that other cruise lines can certainly learn from, but they will have everything that your kids should need as far as, for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's a quick way to grab a bite for them, get them kind of situated, and then get yourself, whatever you're in need of. Terrific idea. A lot of the other cruise lines, you're literally just kind of searching for all the food, for all the different people in your party. Everyone's getting kind of like stuck and lost and trampled on, and it's just a bit of a process, so this makes it much easier. Now, also incorporated in this number 1, like I said, is going to be actually the food line that's near the main pool. Now, this is for like quick bites to eat, so if you don't want to go into the buffet or elsewhere and you just want to get something simple, maybe you don't want to lose your spot by the pool, or you just want to grab something like a snackatizer, you know, they have pizza, chicken fingers, French fries, hamburgers, just to name a few. There's definitely more than that. And then on the opposite side, you have the ice cream and the bar. So you literally have everything you would need, so that way you can stay and relax near the main pool for the day. Now moving on to number one on the dislike side, and I hate to even say this because we really do enjoy shows, live shows, especially like variety acts, you know, comedians, things of that nature, or like music tribute acts. But the shows just didn't hit right on the Meraviglia. I don't know what it was. The one that I can remember off the top of my head was like this magic act, but it wasn't supposed to be taken real serious, if that makes sense. It was kind of just like amateur and like kind of not making fun of magicians, but like just silly acts. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly. It was a little bit entertaining, but after a little while, I mean, we went with our son. We're like, all right, let's go find something else to do, unfortunately. Now, in saying this, we didn't do for any of the shows that you would actually pay additional for. So I believe there was 2 different shows on this ship. One of them that I can remember off the top of my head was Houdini. We just kind of ran out of time, but we also heard from other passengers that wasn't really worth it to pay additional for that show. So if we ever get back on, you know, this ship or one of its sister ships, then we'll definitely try, you know, one of the shows in the future. But the ship had so much to offer that, you know, we just, like I said, ran out of time, and we were hearing things that it wasn't worth it. So we didn't want to, you know, pay additional and then, you know, not do something else that we knew we were going to have fun doing. So now moving on to number 2 for the love side, and this is one of my favorite things on the entire ship. It was one of the first things that we saw while we got on board, besides the atrium, and that was the Meraviglia Galleria. This area blew me away. It has basically an entire roof made of LED screens. It's set up like, you know, amazing promenade area with a bunch of different venues kind of branching off of it. Almost kind of looks like a mall type setting, but obviously like elevated experience from that. But the LED screen would change throughout the day, of course, and then they would do like these little sample dances during the day, maybe sneak peeks to the shows at night, as well as dance samples. They also had this amazing like thank you video that broadcasted throughout the entire LED column. And when the Meraviglia turned 7, because we were on it for its birthday, they had a video for that as well. We just love the entire experience of walking through that area. We would, you know, on purpose, you know, go through that area to get from, you know, point A to point B and back. It was one of our favorite things to do. All the different smells that come from that area too. You know, they have the chocolate making in that area, gelato bar. You have all the different amazing specialty restaurants. Just a great experience. Now, number 2 on the like side is going to be the Brass Pub. We absolutely love being in here. There was a couple of events that were held in this area, not only through the cruise line, but also, you know, guests creating them through like Facebook pages and stuff like that. So it was really cool to see. Some of our favorite bartenders were in there. They had several different beers on draft. Of course, lots of different bartenders, a huge bar, live music, games. I mean, what could go wrong in there? It was just our happy space. They also had, you know, when we were on it, they had the NBA playoffs playing as well as the NHL playoffs. So we got little glimpses of the games here and there, and it was just a wonderful atmosphere. Now, number 2 on the dislike side, and I was so pumped to try this. You have no idea. We probably eat Mexican food more than anything. Like sometimes we eat it like 3 times a week. I'm not even joking. And it's, you know, just our favorite thing. But we were so excited to try Ola Tacos, the specialty restaurant. It was absolutely booked when we did the, which ship was it? The MSC Seascape. It looked amazing. The drinks looked amazing. And we were so bummed, trying it on the MSC Meraviglia after waiting so long. Now it is a pretty inexpensive meal. I would, get the a la carte, or not the a la carte, the all you can eat option. I forget exactly how much it is, but it's like around $15 or $18 for an adult. But the size of the portion size are super small in Ola Tacos. So, I mean, even if you don't eat a lot, you're going to want to try all the different dishes, and you're probably going to eat all of it if, you like it, that is. Because again, the portion size are just so small. I think I ordered like the steak burrito. I had 2 different tacos, a quesadilla, chips and guacamole, chips and salsa. So lots of different, options that we tried. But again, portion size were super small. And I don't really know exactly what it was about Ola Tacos that just didn't hit right. Now, our favorite things from there were definitely the steak burrito and the chicken quesadilla, hands down. There were a couple of other dishes that were pretty good, but the tacos didn't really hit at all. The salsa was just plain not good, and that's one of the things that we absolutely love about, Mexican style restaurants is the salsa, especially when they do it like homemade. It's really good. And the chips were fine, but they gave, again, very small portion size, and we felt bad ordering several of them, at a time. So it is what it is. We really did want to love it or even just like it, but yeah, unfortunately, we all walked out of there pretty disappointed. It was, of course, me, Michelle, and Little Man. I think Little Man had the best time out of all of us because he did really enjoy his chicken quesadilla. He tried the dulce de leche. Wasn't really into that. It was quite good. I have to give them that. And the drinks were pretty good as well as far as the margaritas go, but everything else kind of fell flat. But don't let this deter you from trying it if you're excited about it. Maybe they had an off night, or maybe you'll just really like it where we didn't. So go ahead and try it. Inexpensive, and you might just love it. Now moving on to number 3 for the love side, and that's going to be the adults only amphitheater. This area was amazing for several reasons. Now, this area is kind of like Serenity on Carnival Cruise Lines. You've got your own bar, plenty of deck space with loungers, 2 hot tubs, a small pool located on the aft of the ship. But what this area does specifically really well is they have live music here, which I feel like other cruise lines are missing out on. They had typically a DJ on the back of the ship, sometimes in the mid to early evening, and then sometimes late evening where people were really getting into it. But the other reason we loved this area was where it was located. The adults only area, well, actually both adults only areas are located right next to camp. So, you can drop your kid off or kids and immediately go to the bar or the pool or enjoy some live music. So that was really cool idea. Also, if you don't have a lot of time, like let's say a camp is closing in, 30 minutes or something like that, you can get, a drink or have some conversation and then just swing in and pick up your kids on the way to something else. So great time that we had there. We had so many amazing conversations with other guests as well as the crew members. Now, number 3 on the like side is going to be the water park. I believe it's called the Aqua Park or Polar Park on this ship, one of those 2 words. Amazing water park located on the top of the ship, and they have several different water slides. Now, me and Rhett tried the double tube slide where it kind of encompasses you. Really quite fun. Rhett was a little nervous getting on it because he thought it was going to be dark the whole time, and there were certain parts where it was a little bit dark, but he had such a blast. And then there was also what I call the toilet bowl slide, where you kind of shoot down and you just kind of go around and around until you stop, and then you get up and you walk down the spiral staircase. They also had lots of different like splash areas. Of course, the big bucket that Rhett loves to get under. They had some kiddie slides as well as a pool. Now, the pool in the middle of this area wasn't open on our sailing. I'm sure at this point it is, but I don't know if they were painting or doing some type of repair, but it was closed the entire week that we were on it, but that was okay. There's all the other pools on the ship that we enjoyed. They also have the ropes course up there that kind of surrounds the pool. Pool's in the middle anyway, but yeah, just great area. There's also a little bar that has like, you know, basic drinks that you can get, you know, as well, you know, if you want to just take a seat and watch your kids from afar. Now moving on to number 3 for the dislike side, and I feel like every MSC video I say the same thing. This is one of the dislikes on every single one MSC video, I'm pretty sure. Now, I will have to give the Meraviglia some props for this because this area was open more than other ships. Not saying it was open a lot, but it was open more than the other ships that we've been on, the Divina and the Seascape. And I'm talking about the indoor pool or the retractable roof pool. I don't know what it is, but they do keep the retractable roof over this pool most of the sailing. Again, they did open it, especially on like the first day while we were docked sometimes. So that was great. But with the retractable roof over this area, it almost makes this area completely unusable unless you're going to an area, you know, that's a little bit colder or the weather's a little bit more fair. Maybe you have inclement weather, which would be great if it's raining or something like that. Then you could obviously enjoy this area. But when the sun is beating, you're in the Caribbean, it just makes this a hot box. It is insanely humid, and you can actually feel it on other decks of the ship or other inside parts that are located right near the indoor pool. Otherwise, the indoor pool is amazing. It's beautiful. It's clean. There's a bar there, comfy loungers everywhere. So no issues with any of that. I just wish they could keep this area either open or somehow cool it down quite a bit because, like I said, I think it's hotter than a sauna, honestly. If you were to go to the spa in the gym, it may be hotter than that. Now look at that. We just mentioned the spa. Perfect timing because number 4 on the love side is going to be the spa. Now, we have never been like spa people. We've never gotten like the day pass or the specific cabins that let you use a lot of the, you know, spa amenities, but we got our status matched on MSC on our first cruise, and, you know, decided that we were going to use the free hour of, you know, spa amenities. We just had a day, I think it was like the last sea day or maybe second to last sea day. We had some time. There wasn't a lot going on anywhere else on the ship. And we're like, let's drop Red off. We'll go to the spa. We'll try it out. It's free. You know, if we go in and we don't like it, we don't like it, and we leave. We had the best time. So it's supposed to be an hour. We got lost track of time a little bit. I think we were in there for maybe like an hour and 20 minutes or an hour and a half. Nobody said anything. Of course, if they would have, we would have left right away. But we just left our phones like in the locker and stuff like that. And we just lost track of time. So many different cool amenities. Me and Michelle were relaxing, laughing, just having a great time, embarrassing ourselves because we have no idea what to do. So people were like showing us how to, I guess, like the way you're supposed to do it. Like, you're supposed to go into this room first and this room and then do this, and this is how you do this. And so we definitely looked like fools, but it was a lot of fun. I would definitely suggest trying it out, especially if you do have, you know, that free hour. I mean, why not? Worst case scenario is you get to relax in a lot of the different, you know, like pools and saunas and stuff. But one of our favorite parts, well, two, one of them is like the Arctic room where you can like pour hot water on your skin and then go into a super cold room. There's ice in there. You like rub it on your body and stuff. That was really cool. We were laughing on that. And then they had like almost this human car wash where it would go from like, I think it started, I can't remember. I think I went backwards. At least that's what people told me. But you start at one end and it's either hot or cold, and like the next one is the opposite, and it's like some of them are super cold, some of them are pretty hot. So like the faces that we were making were hilarious. They had all these different like almost perfume smells that were coming from the shower. So again, we had a wonderful time. Highly recommend trying it out, and we will definitely try the spa on the World America when we get on it in April. Super excited about seeing what they have to offer. Moving over to number 4 on the like side, and that's going to be all the deck parties, and MSC has a ton of them, not only for adults but also for kids, which is really cool. They had a kid party during the day with camp, and then they had a night party for kids that wasn't through camp, but it was just, you know, kids having an amazing time. The entertainment squad came out, you know, they did some line dances, and it lasted actually like probably 45 minutes. So all the adults were cheering them on, all the entertainment team, you know, was showing them all the dance moves and things, and Rhett really enjoyed it. I think we enjoyed it more just watching all the kids have a great time and kind of let loose. But of course, all the other deck parties were amazing. I believe they had the white night on board, as well as like either an 80s or 90s party, several other ones that I think we ended up missing, but they were amazing. The entertainment team, the cruise director really brought the energy. The crowd or guest participation was amazing to see. We were down there, you know, dancing. They had some of the entertainment team dancing like on top of the pool where like the pool beds would be. So it was just amazing to see. Lasted quite a bit of time, and a lot of people really did get dressed up, so we love to see it. Moving on to number 4 on the dislike side, and this one didn't really affect me at all because I did not go this time. But that is the gym on board, specifically for this size of a ship, was very small, and Michelle said that there was like no mirrors throughout the entire gym, which you know, as a person that does go to the gym when I'm not on vacation, I can understand that being like super weird, because you know, of course you gotta make sure that you're doing the exercise correctly, and the only way to do that is with a mirror. But she said it was super small. It was packed, of course, as the cruise goes on, less and less people go to the gym, but she said it was still really busy. There was times where people were literally like waiting, not only for like the machines to exercise and like dumbbells and stuff like that, but like the treadmills and spin bikes as well. Like there would be a line to get on, and that's gotta be super awkward. It's like, all right, are you done yet? Get off the machine. So I'm glad I didn't try going to the gym. I think Michelle went to the gym the least she's gone on a cruise because of the situation on board. But yeah, so I don't know really what they were thinking with the gym size. I was envisioning, you know, the gym being a lot like the MSC Seascape, which is absolutely huge. This ship is not that much smaller than the Seascape, so again, I'm not really sure what went wrong with the you know, layout of the gym for this ship. Now moving on to number 5 for the love side, and that is going to be just the ship in general, whether it be the interior design, the layout, the features. We loved this ship. It was one of our favorite ships that we've been on, and we've been on some cruises at this point, and hopefully we'll be on a ton more to try out. But this ship was gorgeous through and through. The layout was easy to navigate. We could pretty much figure out where we were going by, I would say, the end of day 1, but definitely day 2. Lots of different features, lots of things to do, activities, and like I said, the Meraviglia Galleria really just made it all come together. Now, saying this, I wasn't super blown away about the atrium. It was pretty, you know, they had live music there, but I would think that the Meraviglia Galleria was more of an atrium than the actual atrium on this ship, and I wasn't mad about it at all. So beautiful ship. You're going to be blown away if this is the first time you're going on, you know, this ship or just MSC in general. Moving on to number 5 for the like side, and that is going to be the specialty dining options. There is a ton on this ship. Now, it sounds silly because it's like, why pay more when they have all this free food, especially with the buffet being open 20 out of 24 hours of the day. You know, you've got, of course, your main dining room, you know, pizza galore, sandwiches, all that good stuff. All of that is included, and most of it is very good. But we loved having the options that were available for specialty dining. Of course, like we discussed, you had the Ola Tacos, you had sushi, the hibachi. You also had a seafood, which is seafood restaurant, which is called Ocean K, which of course is their private island. They also have Butch's Cut, which serves amazing pieces of meat as well as aged beef as well. And I'm sure I'm missing one or two specialty dinings off the top of my head, but the fact that there's so many options, and honestly, they are all pretty inexpensive for what you're getting. Of course, you can get, you know, dining packages as well. So if you want to try like, you know, 2 different restaurants or 3 different restaurants, they have different prices for that. You can also like sample different menus. So just love the different options that are available. And lastly, number 5 on the dislike side, and that is going to be the funnel, specifically the ash that is hurled from the funnel. Now I got to put like a little asterisk mark here because I don't know if it was just our sailing, if there was something minor wrong or whatever the case was, but we actually were on board when Falcon 9 launched from SpaceX, and we were right off the coast of Port Canaveral. Now this is definitely ash from the funnel and not anything to do with the rocket launch, because we were waiting for probably an hour and 15 minutes for the rocket to launch. And me and Michelle and a bunch of other people, of course, are waiting patiently. We want to make sure we had a spot to see it. And it was amazing to watch, by the way. We got it all on video. It was such a cool experience. Definitely a bucket list moment to see. But while we were all standing there patiently, you know, talking and all that, we're like, oh, I think it's like drizzling out. It must be starting to rain. And then all of a sudden I got like something on like my eyelash that felt like a drop of water, and I wiped it and it was black. And then me and Michelle looked at each other's faces and we were fully covered with soot from the funnel. Everybody had it on their clothes, their arms, their legs. It was absolutely insane. The next day, well, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. That night we went up to the bar. We thought we got most of it off just by kind of like wiping, you know, it on, I think we had like a towel or something with us. But we went up to the bar to order a drink, and the bartender, we're like, the crew member jumped back because he's like, what happened to you guys? And we're like, oh, we must not have got it all. So he was super nice. He gave us some wet bar napkins, and we tried to clean ourselves up. But it did come out with soap and water and all that good stuff, but it was absolutely insane the amount of soot that, you know, the funnel was just pumping out. And there was a lot of people that definitely got some free laundry done through the MSC Meraviglia because of it. But you know, not a huge deal, but definitely know that if you're on this ship and you're near the back and the wind is blowing just right, you just watch for your clothes, watch for your eyes and all that good stuff, because you'll probably get some soot on you. Again, they may have fixed this. It might have been just an issue on our cruise, so I do have to mention that. Now, if you ever do get a chance to cruise from Port Canaveral or passing Port Canaveral and the rocket launches, definitely make sure you have it on your schedule. It wasn't announced, you know, by the ship or anything. We just, you know, happened to know that it was going to happen, and we were all there for it, and we're so happy we did. But anyway, that is it. That's our 5 loves, likes, and dislikes from the MSC Meraviglia. Now, if you like this video, I'm sure we have others that we can mention. I didn't want to make this video too long though and ramble on, so we could always do a part 2 if you're interested. Let me know in the comment section, hit the like button. Also, like I said in the beginning of the video, if you love cruise content, consider subscribing. We appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you right back here in the next video or on a cruise ship one day. Catch you later.
I woke up with the sun today, rolled out of bed and said, I'm gonna have some fun today, and that's just what I did. The birds were singing, come outside, I felt giddy like a kid. If life is like a swimming pool, you know I'm jumping in. We got the perfect summer day, so put me in your plans. You know that this doesn't happen every day, so everybody clap your hands. Cause when we raise them high, every hand in the sky, we're the super fans, feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud, soaking up the lovely weather, everything just comes together. I woke up feeling good today, my journey has begun. I gotta give a shout out to the green grass and the sun. It's a long way off, a tricky shot, but I know it can be done. Another day, another game, another hole in one, yeah. We got the perfect summer day, so put me in your plans. You know that this doesn't happen every day, so everybody clap your hands. Cause when we raise them high, every hand in the sky, we're the super fans, feeling grand in the grandstands. Shout it out, make some noise, make it loud, soaking up the lovely weather, everything just comes together. Lift them up, all the hands, all in one, we're the super fans, feeling grand in the grandstands. And keep them there, all the hands in the air, we're wishing it could last forever, baby, put your hands together. The weather's just so fine, wish I could bottle time. Cause if you only pause, you'll hear the crowd applaud. They're cheering for you now, stand up and take a bow. You know that you deserve it, today is picture perfect.